Now we are going to see steps to perform source list. So as we discussed, source list is a master data and the main function of source list is to fix the vendor. And the source list is fixed at two levels. One is at plant level and another is material level. Okay. Suppose if you go at plant level, let us say for example. So the path is SPRO, IMG, materials management, purchasing, source list, define source list requirement at plant level. Define source list requirement at plant level. Click on position. So this is my plant 2011. I will activate the indicator source list. Suppose if I activate the indicator source list to the plant, then whatever the materials we purchase under this plant, so we need to maintain the supplier information. It will affect to all the materials under that plant. So always we'll go at material level. So therefore no need to activate to the plant. So if I activate to the plant, for each and every material, whichever the material we purchase it, we need to maintain the supplier information from which supplier you are going to purchase the material. This is a one option. The second one is the source list is maintained individually for the material in the material master. MM01 or MM02. Either you want to go for existing material or you want to go for new material as you wish. So for example, I want to go for existing material. So I'll go to MM02. Enter the material number. Enter the material number. Select views. Purchasing view. Enter the plant. Press enter. So in the purchasing view, you have an indicator called source list. Then if you activate the indicator source list for the material, then it will affect for this material at plant level. Yeah, if you activate the indicator for the material in the purchasing view source list, then this will affect only for this material at this plant level. not for all the materials. Save the document. Now I will try to create a purchase order for this material now. We'll see what happens. So here I'll enter the vendor. Quantity, net price, plant and sold. When I press enter, now the system will display a message. See that message? Source not included list despite source list requirement. Not only this vendor, I will enter the another vendor 2202. Even, so enter the net price and try to create a PO. It will display the same message. And try to enter another vendor also. Even now, it will display the same message. What could be the reason? Because we have activated the indicator sources for the material, but from which supplier you want to purchase it, we have not mentioned it. We have just activated the indicator sources for the material. So what is the concept of sources? Fixing the vendor to purchase the material. Now where we have fixed the vendor, we have not fixed it. Just we have activated the indicator sources and we are trying to create a purchase order to any of the vendor, either vendor A, B, C, etc. System is not allowing us because you are not maintained or you are not created the source list. Now to create or to maintain source list, the transaction code is ME010403. Create, change and display. To create or to maintain source list, the transaction code is ME010403. Create, change and display. Now we'll see. Enter the material, plant. Enter the material and plant. Press enter. Valid from valid to vendor purchasing organization. enter valid to vendor and purchasing information. Press enter. So it means if you want to purchase this material from this plant from so and so period to so and so period, the system will accept to create PO to the vendor 2201 vendor only. Within the same period, if you want to maintain n number of vendors, you can maintain, or with a different period, you can maintain different vendor or same vendor. Within the same period, if you want to maintain multiple suppliers, you can maintain, or with different period and different vendors, you can maintain. Not present, I am fixing the vendor 2201 vendor. Now this time, if you try to create a purchase order, it will accept only this vendor, that is source list vendor. Now see, save the document. Save the document. Now to see the behavior, create a purchase order. Create a purchase order. Now create a purchase order. Enter the material, quantity, net price, plant, store location. Now see here, the system is accepting the vendor 2201. If I try to enter the another vendor, okay, enter the net price. Again the system will display a message, source is not included list despite sources requirement, because this vendor is not available in the source list. Even not only this vendor, you try to enter another vendor, it will display the same message. If you enter the source list vendor, now the system will accept. So click on check. So no message issued during check. So you can save it. So like this you can fix a supplier to purchase any material. This is about the source list. The next master data is quota arrangement. Quota arrangement. So first of all, what is meaning of a quota? Means allocation or priority. So the purchasers who are there in the purchasing department, they will allocate quota to several vendors to purchase a material. For example, my material is 6053 material. The suppliers are, these are the suppliers available. Now, let us say I am the purchaser from the purchasing department. Therefore, for this vendor, I am allocating to purchase a material of let's say 2 lakh kgs or 2 lakh tons of the material. So this is a maximum allocation you can purchase, which is decided by the purchaser from the purchasing department, not more than that. Whether you create a multiple purchase orders or a single PO. So the maximum priority or allocation given to this supplier to purchase the material is 2 lakh kgs or 2 lakh tons. And for this vendor, for example, and to this vendor, for example, like this. So we are given the priority levels or allocation. Once if the maximum capacity for any vendor has been reached, if you try to create a still the purchase order for the same vendor, the system will ask to choose the next supplier. For example, for this vendor 2201 vendor, I have allocated 2 lakh kgs or 2 lakh tons of the material. Whether you create a single purchase order or multiple purchase orders, its limit is 2 lakhs kgs. It's decided. There is quota. There is priority given for this vendor. And for the second vendor, 1 lakh 50. For the third vendor, 1 lakh. This is not value, guys. This is quantity of the material. Now, I created purchase order for the vendor 2201 for a quantity of 2 lakh kgs. Therefore, what does it mean? So allocation for this vendor is completed. Allocation for this vendor is completed. Now, again, after the total allocation quantity is completed for this vendor, if I still create a PO for the same vendor, the system will automatically ask you to go for the next supplier as allocation quantity for the vendor is completed. So this is a function of the quota arrangement. So what is a quota arrangement? So quota arrangement is a master data and the source determination component in which we list all the source of supply or vendors and assign quota quantity for a particular period for a particular material at plant level. So that is called quota arrangement. The main function of quota arrangement is to allocate the requirement quantities to the source of supply or vendor. The main function of quota arrangement is to allocate the requirement quantities to the source of supply or vendor. Okay. So quota means allocation or priority levels. The purchaser from the purchasing department will allocate priority levels to the suppliers or vendors. And depending upon the quota rating only, the system allocates the requirement quantities to the suppliers. Depending upon the quota rating, the system allocates the requirement quantities to the source of supply or vendor. And this quota rating is defined as the ratio of sum of quota allocated quantity and quota based quantity to quota. So quota rating is defined as the ratio of sum of quota allocated quantity is the ratio of sum of quota allocated quantity and quota base quantity divided by quota. So quota allocated quantity means is the allocation of the quantity to several vendors from the requirement quantities. It is the allocation of the quantity to several vendors from the requirement quantities. And initially, the quota allocated quantity will be 0. It will be automatically updated when you create a PR or a PO, RFQ, etc. And quota base quantity, the base quantity is used to control the allocation for the newly added vendors. Now we'll see the steps to perform the quota arrangement. So first, define quota arrangement usage. SPRO, IMG, MM, purchasing, quota arrangement, define quota arrangement usage. Click on new entries. So quota arrangement usage can be created, the indicator can be created as a numeric or alphabetic. For example, I'll create it as a Z. Activate PR, PO, schedule agreement. Activate the indicators, PR, PO, schedule agreement. Save. Save the document. Next, maintain quota arrangement usage in the material master. So whatever the indicator we have created, that should be maintained in the material master. MM01 or MM02. If you want to go, if you are going for new material, MM01. If it is existing material, enter the material, select views, purchasing view. Organization levels, enter the plant. And in the purchasing view, you have an indicator, quota arrangement usage. So maintain the indicator Z. What are the indicators you have created? Save the document. Next, to create or to maintain quota arrangement, the transaction code is MEQ1, Q4 and Q3. To create or to maintain quota arrangement, the transaction code is MEQ1, Q4 and Q3. Create, change and display. Enter the material and plan. Press enter. Just enter valid to. Enter valid to. Press enter. When you press enter, you'll get automatically valid from. Select the line item. And click on item overview. So here you have the first column. P refers to procurement type, and here the procurement type is F, external procurement. Enter the vendor. And quota, I'm giving it as a 1. You just observe the quota in percentage what happens. And maximum allocation for this vendor is 2 lakh kgs. Allocated quantity is 0 and quota in percentage displays 100%. Because there is no other supplier in the list in the competition, in the competitor, therefore 100% will be allocated to this supplier. Again we'll enter. Enter the vendor. Quota is 1. And for this vendor, 1 lakh 50. Again if you press enter, now the quota and percentage become 50%. Next, I'll enter another vendor. So quota is 1, and for this vendor, I'm allocation of 1 lakh kg. So it is evenly distributed, the quota. Suppose if you enter the fourth supplier, the quota and percentage will be 25%. So it is evenly distributed. This allocated quantity when will update? When we create a purchase order for these suppliers. So like this, the purchasers from the purchasing department will allocate the quota to the vendors. Save the document. So quota arrangement maintained successfully. Now to see the behavior, I will create a purchase order. create a purchase order, and to this vendor 2201 vendor I am creating a purchase order where I allocated maximum quantity of 2 lakh kgs. Create. For this vendor I will allocate it maximum quantity 2 lakh kgs. Now I will save it. So purchase order is created for this vendor. So for this vendor I allocated a maximum of 2 lakh kgs. At a time I created an order for 2 lakh kgs of the material. Now if I go back to quota arrangement, then system will automatically displays how much quantity for this vendor has been allocated. So it means once you create a purchase order, the quota allocated quantity will be automatically updated in the quota arrangement. The allocated quantity will be automatically updated in the quota arrangement. So again I will go back to quota arrangement MEQ1. Enter the material, plant, press enter, select the line item, click on item overview, and here automatically displays the quota allocated quantity to whichever the supplier you have created, the PO. So this allocation is completed, done. But still again I will create a PO to the same supplier, for the same supplier 2201 vendor of allocated quantity of another suppliers. Again I will try to create a purchase order for the same supplier with the allocated quantity of another supplier. Now we'll see. Let's say 1 lakh 50 kgs of the material. Now the system displays a message. The quota arrangement specifies the vendor 2202 vendor. But actually I'm trying to create a PO for 2201 vendor, whereas the system specifically says quota arrangement specifies the vendor to be selected from 2202 vendor. Because a quota arrangement exists for the material if you want to purchase it. Therefore, the quota arrangement specifies the material is to be ordered from the vendor, so and so. Because his allocation is completed. So system is asking to go for the next supplier. So like this, we are going to adopt the concept called quota arrangement. But very rarely this concept will be used in the real time. Okay. So no purchasing or from the purchasing department, they will try to maintain this quota to the suppliers. Okay. Because it will not allow to create a PO for other than this supplier. Okay. And they cannot maintain like that. Suppose if the maximum quantity allocated for the supplier is completed, or still if it is there, if he's unable to send the material, then we need to go for the next vendor. So that's the reason. So most of the companies will not use this concept called quota arrangement, but coming to the source list, that concept source list can be used it. So these are the total, the 5 master datas what we have in our SAP MM guys. So remember, material master, vendor master, info record, source list. The first 4 are very important, and the 5th one is the quota arrangement. But the concept called sources can be used it. But whenever you have material urgency is there, so there the purchase order is created automatically. So at that time we'll use this concept called quota arrangement. So we use source list, not quota arrangement. Okay? Because without source list functionality, we cannot generate the purchase orders automatically. So the next topic is optimizing PO. The next topic is optimizing PO, that is automatic generation of PO from PR. Automatic generation of PO from PR. So we have two scenarios where purchase orders is created automatically. One is automatic creation of PO with reference to PR, and there is another scenario, automatic creation of PO at GR level. That we'll discuss later when you are come to inventory management. But here, automatic creation of purchase order with reference to purchase requisition. So system itself will create a purchase order automatically. We never create it. So provided that we need to maintain some steps, some configuration steps and all, we need to perform it. Like we need to maintain the indicator automatic purchase order in the material. Then we need to activate the indicator called automatic purchase order to the vendor. Then we need to maintain the info record for these two master datas. Then we need to maintain the source list, and we'll create a purchase requisition by maintaining the info record details. So like this, once we do all these configuration settings, then we can execute, or the system will generate the PO automatically with reference to purchase requisition. So this is also a very important topic. So what are the steps involved to generate a PO automatically in background? Okay. So next is
Sir,
automatic generation of PO from PR. That we'll see tomorrow.